So, expert, is it going to happen this year? We'll see.
I don't think so, Heather.
I don't think so either. After hearing what the governor said yesterday, the annual festival is in doubt. You know, the fair's general manager also said yesterday that the fair will not be pushed back, it will not be shortened, and it will not restrict people from coming in. So it means it's either going to happen or it's not going to happen. At this point, no date has been set for that. But I just want to tell people what Governor Walz said yesterday during his press conference, because this was very telling in conjunction with what the general manager said. And he said, quote, "I wouldn't make a definitive call, but I don't want to give a false sense of hope on this. I think it would be very difficult to see a state fair operating."
Yeah. Well, and I think we all have felt that way, right? When you think about, and especially the state has been using this metaphor of a dial, that you kind of turn the dial up slowly and you start by saying, okay, you know, this week we're going to let manufacturing plants get back to work with social distancing. Then we're going to start maybe doing, you know, restaurants with like really limited capacity, and then maybe movie theaters, and that, you know, you see it turning up.
Sporting events, he said, was at the far end. And at one point he did.
Way too many people all on top of each other.
At one point he did say sporting events were lumped into that same group as the state fair.
Well, and I think even if they opened the fair, Heather, how many, you know, here's the question on this. We're talking right now a great deal about what the government is going to allow and what businesses are going to activate. What I feel like we're talking less about is, what are people ready to do?
Absolutely.
And so you can open these things up, but are people going to be ready to go? With the state fair, I think you think of two scenarios. On the one hand, I'm concerned that people would not go. They wouldn't be comfortable going. On the other hand, I'm concerned that people would go. That you would have 150,000 people, and boy, like that, you know, maybe nothing happens, I don't know, but maybe it does. I feel like it's a risk that if I were running the fair, I don't know that I'd want to take it.
And I think the state fair does understand that. And ultimately, they keep saying, we're going to do what's right for Minnesota. But this is tough on the vendors. Vendors, a lot of them count on the fair for their revenue. And if they're not counting on the fair, they are counting on the county fairs. A lot of those are going to not happen, too. I did look up, though, all the times that the fair has been canceled. You know, the fair is very old. You know, it's hundreds of years old. It's been canceled 5 times, twice during the Civil War, once during the World Expo back in 1893, once during World War II. But this was interesting. I didn't know this. Back in 1946, it was canceled because of the polio epidemic. So there is some precedent for this.
It'll be a bummer to not have it happening, but it would be a worse situation, obviously, if you had the virus spreading through a huge crowd like that. So we'll see.
We'll see, and we'll see when they make this decision whether or not to have it.
It's true.